Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nafiza Puspa Indriat Sapsari, and I am a student in the Business Education Program, class of 2020, with the student identification number 1,776,203. And on this occasion, I would like to present the result of my research proposal for my thesis title Analysis of Factor that Influence Interest in Use Pay Letter Reply in Generation Z and Millennial Generation. Under the guidance of my advisor, Ms. Prof. Dr. Umi Widyastuti SIMA and Mr. Sandy Aditya BIP MPBS. Okay, next I will discuss the content that I will present with first the research background, follow a review of theory, research methodology, result and discussion, and finally suggestion and conclusion. The first section is the research background. The first section is the research background. Technology development, including fintech, have made business a more accessible and expanded payment system, fostering the growth of e-commerce. Since 2017, fintech has dominated Indonesian startup funding, enable money lending through online platform. A study conducted by Populix in October 2023 involving 1,070 response from across Indonesia based on image. Shopee PayLater hold the top position as the most frequency used facility for conducting PayLater transaction, followed by Google PayLater in second place and Kredivo in the third. Kredivo and Katadata Insight Center, or KIC, conducted a survey in March 2023 with 6,403 respondents to analyze PayLater usage trend in Indonesia. In 2023, PT Pevindo Biro Credit or ID Score note that PayLater users were predominantly millennials, followed by Gen Z. Meanwhile, the Financial Service Authority, or OJK, reported that the outstanding financing by multi-finance company reached 480.52 trillion rupiah in March 2022. 24, sorry, growing by 12.70% from the previous year. In February 2024, the outstanding financing by multi-finance company grew by 11.73% to 470.69 trillion rupiah. And based on image beside, it also explained that the range of PayLater usage is quite varied. However, the most prominent usage pattern is among respondents who use PayLater more than once amount, accounting for 39.9%, followed by those who use in once amount, making up 20.8%. Next is research gap. Which I found in previous studies, which is based on previous research. The current study identifies specifically the lack of risk variables such as dependent on debt from using PayLater service, which if not managed wisely could result in significant debt accumulation and personal financial issue. And next is research question. They are one, does perceived usefulness influence attitude toward using PayLater? Does perceived ease of use influence attitude toward using PayLater? 3. Does perceived risk influence attitude toward using PayLater? 4. Does financial literacy can influence attitude toward using PayLater? 5. Does perceived usefulness influence intention to reuse PayLater? 6. Does perceived ease of use influence intention to reuse PayLater? 6. Does perceived ease of use influence intention to reuse PayLater? 7. Does perceived risk and can influence intention to reuse PayLater? 8. Does attitude toward using can influence intention to reuse PayLater? 9. Does perceived ease of use influence intention to reuse PayLater through attitude toward using? And lastly, 10. Can financial literacy influence intention to reuse pay later through attitude toward behavior? And next is benefit of research. They are um, one to prove that there is an influence between perceived usefulness and attitude toward using pay later. Two, to prove that there is an influence between perceived is of use on attitude toward using pay later. Three, to prove that there is an influence between perceived risk on attitude toward using pay later. Four, to prove that there is an influence between financial literacy on attitude toward using pay later. Five, to prove that there is an influence between perceived usefulness, there is intention to reuse pay later. 6. To prove that there is an influence between perceived ease of use, there is intention to reuse pay later. 7. To prove that there is an influence between perceived risk, there is intention to reuse pay later. 8. To prove that there is an influence between attitude toward using intention to reuse pay later. 9. To prove that there is an influence between perceived ease of use on intention to reuse pay later through attitude toward using. And lastly, 10. To prove that there is an influence between financial literacy on intention to reuse pay later through attitude toward behavior. Next is theoretical review, the grand theory. Um, next is benefit of research. There are the research help the researchers gain new insight in the digital business field, specifically regarding perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, perceived risks, financial literacy, intention to reuse, and attitude toward using in pay later usage. For company, this research offer insight to pay later service provider, particularly Shopee, helping them enhance the quality, security, and usability of their pay later service. For University Negeri of Jakarta, this research can serve as a scientist reference for student in the coming years. Additionally, it can be included in the scientific journal of the university library. And for a reader, the findings of this research are expected to serve as a guidance for future discussion, particularly in topics like perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, perceived risk, financial literacy, intention to reuse, and attitude toward using pay later. Next is um, theoretical. Next is theoretical review. Okay, the grand theory I choose is the technology acceptance model or TAM, because the technology acceptance model or TAM is a crucial theory in the adoption of information system, often used to explain individual acceptance of information technology. According to Davis, Bagosi, and Warsaw in Pamungkas 2022, TAM included measurable variables such as perceived ease of use, perceived usefulness, attitude toward using, and behavioral intention to use. And here are the top 10 financial behavioral intention to use. And this is 5 variable I use for plus in grand theory such as intention to use, yaitu according to Ahmad and Pambudi 2014, the success of technology in the exchanging service depends on its user. Technology is considered successful if the number of users increase and continue to be used repeatedly. Next is financial literacy. Literacy is the understanding of a person's ability to manage personal finance through short-term decision making. And next is perceived risks. According to Shipman in Rahayu 2022, perceived risk is the uncertainty consumers feel when they cannot predict the consequences of a purchase decision. And lastly is financial technology. Credit payments that originally used card have now evolved through financial technology into digital payment, making it a fintech-based digital payment service. And next, we have theoretical framework and hypothesis development. Here are the top 3 previous studies I used as a reference for my thesis research, including pengaruh persepsi manfaat, persepsi kemudahan, persepsi risiko, dan persepsi harga terhadap sikap serta keputusan konsumen untuk menggunakan GoPay by Itisham et al. 2020. Second, the role of certification mediates the effect of perceived usefulness and perceived ease of use on the intention of reuse ShopeePay by Dwi Jayanti et al. 2023. And next, and last, peran mediasi sikap penggunaan terhadap niat konsumen menggunakan aplikasi paylater Traveloka yaitu e-commerce by Wijaya et al. 2022. Okay, next we have theoretical framework and hypothesis development. Where I have adapted the time hypothesis framework, I have added perceived risks and financial literacy as an independent variable and intention to reuse as the dependent variable. Okay. And next we have research methodology. Okay, research methodology. Um, the research will span 5 minutes starting in January 2024 with a focus on Shopee Paylater user from Gen Z and millennials. The method employed will be online via Google Form. The study will utilize a quantitative approach, and this study yeah. And the study used the Cochrane formula to draw sample from a large unknown population, and the confidence level is 95% with a z-value of 1.96 and a maximum error size of 10%. Consumer who have previously used Shopee Pay Later. Shopee Pay Later consumer will fall within the Gen Z 1972 to 72,012 and Gen Millennial 1981 to 1996. Age range must have an ID card or KTP as proof of registration for the superpelator facility. With research sample, uh, research sample is using the Cochrane formula, a population sample of 138 respondents is required. Okay, next we have a development instrument. This researcher will examine 6 variables which perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, perceived risk, financial literacy, and as independent variable, intention to use, as a dependent variable, and attitude toward using as a mediating variable. This research aimed to evaluate whether attitude toward using influence a strength of relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable, and for data collection technique, the question in the questionnaire will be a measuring using a Likert scale, which is usually used to measure attitude, opinion, and perception of a person of group towards social phenomena. And the last one for data analysis. In quantitative research, I use PLSM with Smart PLS version 4.0 is used because it can be applied to various type of data scales and is flexible in meeting analysis assumption. Next, we have instrument development. In this section, we present the development of the research instrument for investigating 6 variables related to pay usage. These variables have been explored in previous studies, which mean from uh, perceived usefulness from by Jogianto is makes the job easier, is helpful, increase productivity, improve effectivity. Second is perceived ease of use by Leon, is useful in daily life, increase productivity, save time, and makes lifestyle easier. And next is perceived risks by Puspitasari, which financial risks, privacy risks, and products risks. And next is financial literacy by Susilawati. It's general financial management. Two, saving and loan. Three is investment. And next is attitude toward using by Wiono and Sahetapi is evaluation of the object, two positive value, three interest, and four emotion. Next is intention to reuse by Kusumo and Vidyanata, which the main choice for the next purchase. And two is there is a strong intention to try other types of product. Next, we have a measurement scale. We adopt a 4-point Likert scale of measurement. We believe that using this scale encourage respondent to avoid neutral response, learning to more accurate and targeted answer. Subsequently, we conducted three tests: validity, reliability, and bootstrapping for mediation analysis. Okay. Next, we have result and discussion, which is a respondent profile. Our study involved 140 respondents, has some key characteristic. One is a group respondent primarily fell within Gen Z age range. And next, for educational background, we have most respond. Oh, sorry. We have most respondent had complete high school, SMA or SMK. And next, for location, respondents were predominantly from Jakarta, occupation from Jakarta. Okay, next is her okay. Sorry, next is occupation and an income. Respondent reportedly daily work routine and monthly income range from 1,000 to 3,000, 1 million to 3 million, sorry. And pay later usage is most respondent had used ShopeePay more than once. More than once. Okay, next is descriptive analysis of variables. Next, okay, first is descriptive. First is perceived usefulness. Based on data from the questionnaire response, most respondents agree with the perceived usefulness of pay letter. This suggests that perceived benefit play a crucial role in determining user intention to continue using the service. Notability, the highest average score was observed for indicator PU3 using SpyLetter. Nih, using PayLetter helped me manage my finance with 55 respondent agreeing this finding underscore the convenience of PayLetter for financial management. And next we have perceived ease of use, similarity, respondent, perceived pay letter, and to use. The highest average score for the perceived ease of use was offers for indication POE 1. This using pay letter simply daily life with 50-50 respondent agreeing. This result highlight the service positive impact on user daily routines. And next we have perceived risks. Regarding perceived risks, respondent didn't express significant concern about the security of their personal data when using Shopee Pay Later repeatedly. An indicator PR3 is I am not worried about the security of my personal data when using Shopee Pay Later. Review the highest average score with 62 respondent agreeing. This suggests that user trust the security measuring in place. And next we have financial literacy. Based on data from questionnaire responses from 140 participants, we can conclude that user financial knowledge significantly influence their intention to use pay later service, specifically to the financial literacy or VL variable yield the highest average score for several indicators. And next we have intention to reuse, which intention to reuse, which our analysis indicate that respondent exhibit a high intention to reuse pay later service. The intention to reuse or ITR variable show the Hagdor's average score for indicator IT1 is I recommend Shopee Pay Later to my family, friend, and relative. 53 response strongly agree with this statement, highlighting their willingness to endorse the payment service to other. And next we have attitude toward using pay later. The attitude of individual toward using pay later significantly impact their intention to use the service. The attitude toward using or ATU, a variable achieve the highest average score for indicator is ATU 1, ATU 1. I am sufficiently familiar and comfortable using Shopee Pay Later for every transaction. 54 respondents agree, emphasizing the user familiarity and comfort positively influence the repeat usage. And next we have data testing or research model, which I use in some PLS research based on Hyatt et al. 2014. Next we have next let's discuss about the discriminant validity analysis. Cross-loading analysis. Following the criteria from Higher Junior 2014, reveal the all indicator within the perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, perceived tricks, financial literacy, intention to use, and attitude toward using construction exhibit significant correlation with the respective indicator. No cross-loading. Okay, no cross-loading occurs between indicators from different construction, indicating consistent measurement of the intended construction. And thence, our analysis support to be validity of the research construction. And next, we have Werner and Laker validity. Consistent with higher 2014 construction meet the criteria and demonstrate discriminant validity, high validity values and variance explained by the construct greater than a variance explained by individual indicator reinforce the robustness of discriminant validity. And next we have uh, at the HTMT or heterotrait monotrait ratio of correlation, and based on the criteria outlined by Haier Jr. 2014, a heterotrait relationship between the construct perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, perceived tricks, financial literacy, intention to use, and attitude toward using have HTMT values greater than uh, 90 or 90%. This indicated strong discriminant validity among this construction. In other words, the relationship between each construction monetary relationship are stronger than the relationship between different construct, its heterotrait relationship. And next we have reliability tests. The reliability analysis ensure that the measurement instruction indicator are consistent and dependable according to the table of construction met the reliability criteria specifically. And next we have hypothesis test. Based on my hypothesis, and this is the mediasi hypothesis. Okay, next. Okay, next we have for hypothesis one, the discussion. The result of hypothesis testing obtained a p-value of 0.030, which is less than 0.05, and a t-statistic value of 2.106, which is greater than 1.96. Additionally, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.212 indicated that perceived usefulness has a positive and significant effect on attitude toward using. This aligns with the research by Rahmawati et al. 2020, which state the perceived usefulness positively affect attitude toward using. social media for online shopping, and by Mulya and Mulyati 2023, who also suggest that perceived usefulness affect attitude toward using the Gojek application. And next we have for hypothesis 2. The result of hypothesis testing yielded a p-value of 0.008, which is less than 0.05, and a t-statistic value of 2.649, which is exceed 1.1696. Moreover, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.001 indicated that perceived use of use has a positive and significant influence on attitude toward using. This corresponds with the study by Rahmiati and Yuanita 2019, which state that perceived ease of use has a positive and significant effect on attitude toward using, and with Rahmawati et al. 2020, who also argue for a positive effect of perceived ease of use on attitude toward using. And for next is we have for but Hypothesis 3. The result of hypothesis testing yielded a p-value of 0.006, which is less than 0.05, and a statistic value of 2.755, which exceed 1.9696. Furthermore, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.286 indicated that perceived risk has a positive and significant effect on attitude toward using. This is consistent with the study by Derry and Pujuharjono 2020. 2022, which is suggests that risk-perceiving affect individual decision to use pay later service for online shopping. And with it is home et al. 2020, was that the risk perception has a positive effect on attitude toward use. And next we have for hypothesis 4. The result of hypothesis test yielded a p-value of 0.120, which is greater than 0.05, and a t-statistic value of 1.55, which is less than 1.96. However, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.157 indicated that financial literacy have a positive but insignificant effect on attitude toward using. Okay, this is in line with the study by the Pamungkas 2022, which suggests that financial literacy negatively affect attitude toward using, indicating the increasing awareness and knowledge in financial decision making might reduce positive attitude toward using pay later service. And next we have hypothesis 4.5. The result of hypothesis testing yielded a p-value of 0.026, which is less than 0.05, and a t-statistic value of 2.224, which is exceed 1.96. Additionally, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.241 indicated that perceived usefulness had a positive and significant effect on intention to reuse. This aligns with the research by Brahanta by Wardani, which examines the intention to reuse Shopee, suggesting that perceived usefulness has a positive effect on intention to reuse, and with Jiwayanti et al. 2023, we also find a positive and significant effect of perceived usefulness on intention to reuse. And next we have for hypothesis 6. The result of hypothesis 6 testing yield a p-value of 0.570, which is greater than 0.05, and a t-statistic value of 0.566, which is less than 1.96. Additionally, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.060 indicated that perceived ease of use has a positive but insignificant effect on intention to reuse. This align with the research of Prakosa and Wintaka 2020, which is so that perceived ease of use has a positive and insignificant effect on interest in reuse. Go pay later. And by Brahanta and Wardani 2021, who also state the perceived ease of use has a positive and insignificant effect on intention to reuse Shopee Pay. And next we have for hypothesis 7. The result of hypothesis testing yield a p-value of 0.022, which is less than 0.05, and a t-statistic value of 0.2 225, which is exercise on 0.96. Furthermore, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.225 indicated that perceived risk has a positive and significant effect on intention to reuse. This is consistent with the research by Brahanta and Wardani 2021, which is indicated that perceived risk has a significant positive effect on the intention to reuse Shopee Pay, and by Rahmatiani and Bertua 2023, who argue that minimal risk involved in long-term service usage positively influence intention. And next we have for hypothesis A, the result of hypothesis testing yield a p-value of 0.003 and a positive beta coefficient value of 0.369 indicated that attitude toward using has a positive and significant effect on intention to reuse. And this aligned with the study by Neil Wan et al. 2021, where attitude toward using has a positive and significant effect of intention to reuse. Okay, next we have a hypothesis for 9. Um, for result of hypothesis testing yielded a p-value of 0.239, which is greater than 0.05, and a t-statistic value of 1.177, which is greater than 1.96. Additionally, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.05 indicating that financial literacy has a positive but insignificant effect on attention to reuse stroke attitude toward using. This is consistent with the research by Dwi Wansi et al. 2023, which argue that financial literacy can influence the use of pay later service in e-commerce, and by Fitria et al. 2024, who also suggests that Islamic financial literacy can link financial literacy with consumer behavior. And last, we have a hypothesis for them, which the result of hypothesis testing yield a p-value of 0.092, which is greater than 0.05, and a t-statistic value of 1.683, which is greater than 1.96. Furthermore, a positive beta coefficient value of 0.078 indicated that perceived usefulness has a positive but insignificant effect on intention to reuse stroke attitude toward using. This aligned with the research by Yuan et al. 2021, where perceived usefulness negatively affect intention to use social media mediated by user attitude. And next, the conclusion and advice. All right. Um, and next is the conclusion based on the 10 hypothesis process using SampleF as follow. Um, One is the result of the first hypothesis state that perceived usefulness has a positive and significant effect on attitude toward using paletter. Therefore, it can be concluded that the hypothesis is accepted. And two, disclose the result of the second hypothesis test, namely perceived ease of use has a positive and significant effect on attitude toward using paletter. Therefore, it can be concluded that the hypothesis is accepted, and for 3, the hypothesis 3, therefore it can be concluded that the hypothesis is accepted, and for hypothesis 4, which financial literacy has a positive and insignificant effect on attitude toward using pay letter, which can be concluded that the hypothesis is rejected, and 5, disclose the result of the fifth hypothesis, which perceived usefulness has a positive and significant effect on intention to reuse pay later, and concluded that the hypothesis is accepted. And next, the sixth hypothesis, which perceived ease of use have an insignificant positive effect on intention to use pay later, and concluded that the hypothesis is rejected. And the 7, we have hypothesis 7 is perceived risk has a positive and significant effect on intention to use pay later. The concluded that the hypothesis is accepted. And the 8, we have attitude toward using has a positive and significant effect on intention to reuse pay later. It can be concluded concluded that the hypothesis is accepted. And the 9, we have hypothesis 9, we have namely financial literacy has a negative and insignificant effect on intention to reuse drug attitude toward using, and it can be concluded that the hypothesis is rejected. And lastly, we have 10, hypothesis, perceived usefulness has a negative insignificant effect on intention to use drug attitude toward using, and it can be concluded that the hypothesis is rejected. And next we had some advice, and this is advice for a student, which is student need to be aware of the fi- of the financial implication of using pay letter. They need to have a good understanding of the fees and interest generated by using the service. With a good understanding of literacy, student can make wiser decision in using pay letter when it's urgent and are able to pay off the remaining payment and interest every month. Two, students need to develop a critical attitude in using pay letter, where a user must think about whether the use of their service is really necessary or they have other ability to invest and save than give something in the future. And three, the students need to maintain literacy skill, especially regarding debt and credit, so that they can manage their financial properly. And next, we have suggestion for further research with 5 point. The first one is suggestion for further research using the TAM research model to conduct a review of the perceived use of youth variable, because in the study it has proven that it had no significant effect on intention to reuse. Two, further research using the financial literacy variable to conduct a review of the first of this variable, because the research has proven to have no significant effect. Three, further research to conduct a review analysis relate to the mediating variable in the study, because it is proven that they have no significant effect. And four, further research can explain and add other variable which are related to pay letter. And the last is further research is recommended to use a population other than the Jabodetabek community, but such as the general public, and thus familiar with Shopee Pay Letter. Um, that is my explanation of the results from chapter 1 to 5 of my research. Thank you for your attention, and if there are any further question or problem, I apologize in advance. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.